we are going to be moving on now because it's time for the PlayStation 4 final. And we've got a couple of players that will quite happily put them away themselves.
Absolutely. This could be another cracker, but FIFANTOM, we don't really know how he worked it. He's like combined his names and smashed them together. But it's FIFANTOM is coming into this one, obviously. Did have that one draw in there and also snuck his way through in a couple of other matches, but he's 5 wins and 0 losses and no ties. So again, coming into this one unbeaten. And of course, he's facing off against SAMER once again, who has picked up that only loss earlier on in the day.
Earlier on in the day, and hopefully for him, that's kind of out of mind at this point. You know, completely new game, but we have to say also, FIFANTOM again, undefeated. He has drawn, so he's not won everything, but he's still not lost a single game up until now. And Sameer's going to have to beat him twice, coming from the lower bracket.
And it was 2-0, I believe, last time they played, wasn't it, for FIFANTOM? So, and actually, if you think back to that game, SAMER did have actually better possession in the second half, but didn't really have any chances. While I think it was under 52, 53%. It was pretty close, but really just didn't get any shots off. I think he had about 2 or 3 shots in the entire game. So that's something he needs to step up. Of course, he has got the benefit of A, massive support for him right now. The Aussies are all behind him. And B, he's played him before. So he can look back at that game, and yes, while he did lose it, you know, the old adage is you don't learn anything from a win, you learn a lot more from a loss. So, you know, you've got to look at that game, think what he's got to change, can go into it with a clear mindset and think, you know what, there's 20K on the line, let's go and win it.
Well, before we kick things off, let's have a little word once again from FIFANTOM.
まず最初4231でスタートをする予定なんですけども、もしリードされて得点が必要になったら、352にフォーメーションを変えようと思ってます。
Little bit of insight into how he's going to be playing the start and maybe the end if things aren't quite going his way.
3-5-2.
Yeah,
I'm interested for that. I mean, we saw 5-3-2 played quite a number of times. 5-2-3 by the Bullock. And actually, there was a few in Australia as well now, I come to think of it, in Sydney.
I think no one likes to play against a 5-man back lineup. That's certainly
gets a little frustrating.
Yeah, I think frustrating is the right word for that one. But these guys are in fact ready, just making a last couple of changes. See the thumbs up there from Sameer coming from the lower bracket. Will have to beat FIFANTOM 2 games in a row if he's to pick up the championship. That's something that we've not seen throughout Season 1 and of course not here in Season 2 so far, after our Xbox final a few moments ago.
Well, FIFANTOM playing in the red, SAMER playing in the blue. And of course, on the attack here, FIFANTOM. SAMER, he's got to work with the possession. He had the possession. Now, I'd love to see what the tactics are. We didn't quite get a glimpse of the tactics at the start, see whether he's made any adjustments to it. But as it is, we'll just see what's happened in there, whether they've had any chance to make the changes. So, Messi down the right-hand side into Neymar. Neymar skips past his man, but he's got Marcelo still inside. Goes for the cross instead, and Ronaldo hits the woodwork early on, and you don't tend to see too many of those low-driven crosses for the header.
That was, what a chance. Honestly, what a chance there from the start. Oh, that is a bad pass. Smalling though says, just kidding. Just kidding. Take it back, though. No problem. What a chance, though, right from the very get-go here for FIFANTOM. Playing in red from left to right. If you didn't notice, there's Messi again. Butland getting down. We'll go back to Neymar, who's kept it in there. In the end, Kante able to just boot it away into touch for a bit of a breather here for Sameer.
Yeah, no-nonsense clearance there. It looked like Sameer was going to be the man on the attack, but my word, did FIFANTOM quickly turn it around. And you know what? Going back to these games, obviously FIFANTOM, especially earlier on with Sony, these were the games that we were talking about. You know, you need to start taking those shots on. Well, we actually saw him there, like finally just going for goal, taking the shots on, maybe taking the brakes off a little bit and looking to go aggressive. Neymar in the middle, trying to drag some players out of position with those drag backs. He's not doing it just to look stylish and fancy. While it does kind of work, he's trying to pull players out of position at the moment. So Neymar loses possession, and that's going to be a throw-in for Sameer.
Maybe a show of nerves here, slightly. Well, got the throwing back nonetheless. So
Didn't work well.
Didn't really matter. Walker will deliver to Neymar. Left-footed pass there into Messi. Here's Ronaldo. Tries to turn inside. Ramos, though, had read him already. We'll be able to just snuff that one out. 17 minutes gone already. A big chance, of course, for FIFANTOM. Hitting the post with the head of Ronaldo. Still a long, long way to go. Early stages, but it is FIFANTOM who would say might just have the advantage. Same as passing, just a couple of % more accurate at this stage.
Well, Samir needs to build something. Finally into the FIFANTOM's half. There's Ronaldo through the middle, using him as that deep midfield player at the moment. Gareth Bale lays it back to Kante, into Bale, tries a little pass to Messi, a little touch too much, and Ramos cuts him out with ease. Pogba battles him off the ball, though. Now Bale, playing as more of an inside forward, of course. He's a left footer, can try and swing it in, but really looking to try and go for those shots as Kyle Walker plays it back down the wing. And that's a poor, poor pass from FIFANTOM. Can't afford to be giving away possession that sloppily.
Now Samir, who might have a bit of a chance for his first opportunity in this one. Messi trying to get past Luis. Says, no, I'll take that back, thank you very much. There's Neymar and Walker, been a pivotal partnership for us so far. In fact, they spent most of the time down on this bottom side.
Yeah, well, Messi's trying to work it through, but you know, they just showed the pass percentage, ironically, at 86%, and suddenly there's quite a few passes going astray here, and quite sloppily in the midfield. As it is, though, FIFANTOM in possession as he worked it through the middle, using Marcelo fairly deep, pushing it through. Ronaldo going to go for the wing. Griezmann finally gets into play. Can he get for the cross? Has to cut back, tries to find Ronaldo, but can't get past Kyle Walker, that ever-present doorman on the right wing. Now Sadio Mane let loose, using a bit of that pace, of course, but Kyle Walker again at the other end stops the possession change.
I think more of a sloppy pass really than good defending in the end. As here is Mane. Kante off to Messi. And there is Walker. That one was definitely well intercepted. And now it is Messi looking to break. He's got Neymar making the run for him. Could send Messi. No, Sergio Ramos. Now it clattered into his shins. And then can get rid of it. Kante now. Not much of an option for him. Ends up going with Bale down on the bottom line. And he's struggling to find any real time on the ball here. The pressing coming in. Almost every single time he looks for that clinical pass which would find him the space, he can't make it.
Well, Messi's still looking, ended up having to backheel it to Pogba, who goes for a bit of a Hail Mary pass down the right wing. Messi back in control. Pogba finally finds a heavy pass to Ronaldo. Kante into Griezmann. He's got space and he can shoot from here, but has to go back once again to Kante. FIFANTOM slowly working an opportunity, working the gap. Chris Smalling goes down to a bit of a touch from Ronaldo from behind, but this is a through ball for Messi to chase. He's got Ronaldo in the middle. He's got a lot of defenders to beat, and he just gets muscled off the ball in the end for a throw.
Absolutely, and it's Walker that will now take that. Best outcome possible, really, for FIFANTOM. Just going to chip it over the top.
Another wild pass down the wing there, yeah. That's a couple of times FIFANTOM's done that. With a little bit of pressure on him, maybe. It is a $20,000 game after all. And, of course, the chance to go to Berlin for the grand prize. And not only that, you're coming into it as the regional champion for your console, the PlayStation 4, as it is here. And the winner, of course, will be playing against Emas Dasari for $10,000, another $10,000 on top of the $20,000 they're already going to pick up here. A corner, once again, this time Messi. Is he going to try and curve one in, maybe? Look for the close pass instead. He just go for the curl, but again, it's another corner as Walker clears it. Pressure continuing here just before half-time.
Be a great time to score for him. We'll take it short this time. Into the feet of Kante. Back off to Messi, who turns, does find the gap there. Kante can't find his man, does backheel it into Marcelo, turns, hits it. Oh, it almost fell kindly there for Bale. almost been the key word, sadly, there for SAMER. And there is half-time coming in. 0-0 here at half-time for the PlayStation 4 final. At least game one, this one looking very, very close.
SAMER with the support of the players behind him. You can see, of course, this is the best he's ever done. I mean, he got third, of course, in the group stage in Sydney, and failed to get out of those groups. But now here he is. This is the PlayStation final for SAMER. He is coming from the lower bracket. He's battled his way through. And actually, you know what? He's probably had the best chance there.
What a turn of fortune, really, for him. Obviously done a lot of hard work between Sydney and now, as you say, and as we see on the screen there, finished third in his group, didn't even get out of that group stage in Sydney.
It wasn't a tough group, though. I think it was Musa was in there, wasn't it?
That is very true. It was a tough group for him, but still, he's in the final right now.
Yeah.
Coming from that lower bracket, so it's certainly not an easy task for him. As you see the halftime subs coming in, Suarez on, Neymar off, and Suarez on, Bale off on the other side.
All right, well, let's see who works out better. Kante through to Pogba. Messi's available. Oh, just a little too hard on that through ball. As Griezmann works it now down that left wing. Little tap forward, stretches his legs, got bags of pace, but unfortunately he's outrunning the rest of his opponents. Now has to try and play it in. What kind of pass was that? I don't know. Trying to find some weird screw-through ball. I'm not too sure what it was, but Kante was just like, what are you doing? I just ran 40 yards for you, and you give me that pass.
Throwing here with Mane. Almost getting it back there to Mane after passing around the square. Now we do have Mane though. Once again, knocking it back to Walker. Messi on the edge of the box. Is he going to let a shot fly? And if he finds that perfect middle, just outside of the box area that we've seen so well used by MS Dasari earlier on, both Suarez and Messi, as he picked up that 3-0 win in the Xbox division. Ooh.
Cheeky little back leg put out there by Ronaldo, you know, just causes a little problem. So clicked up to Suarez, little touch from Ronaldo, sets a bit of a counter-attack here from Messi. He's got Pogba, now Ronaldo just through, tries to shield it off. Back into Messi, Messi playing as the central midfielder as Pogba gets forward. Could certainly hit them himself. Good one-touch pass in here from FIFANTOM, working SAMER's defence, and it's frustrating to play against this sort of play because obviously the moment you close them down, the ball is gone again. Pogba, oh, chance for through to Messi. Oh, maybe he should have pulled the trigger a little early there. Managed to keep it in just about. The ball didn't quite cross over the line.
Oh.
Smalling, for the last second, gets his foot in front of Messi and prevents the shot.
Yeah, Smalling the hero once again. Lost count of how many times we've said that today. That is a good ball though. Messi looking to take it on his left. Will turn. Surely will shoot. No, he decides against it and will get fed through. Oh, he stood up in time. Butland's on the ground. Took out his own defender. Surely he's going to have a bang here. He will, and it's in. Griezmann, top corner. We thought the shot might have come a little early there from Messi. He took his time, but nonetheless found the back of the net. 65 minutes gone. And Butland, well, he had a bit of trouble there. Had to hop over the defender that he took out. And there was Griezmann. Struck it perfectly into the roof of the net. 1-0. And well, FIFANTOM not far away from booking his place in the cross-console final here shortly.
Yeah, you thought he took it a little too far, hadn't you? He was taking quite a few touches there, and instead he pulled the defenders off to the side and then cut it back across goal into the near post. So, SAMER, over to you, son. 1-0 down, you've got to get a goal in. And that's gone back to Suarez. Chance in the box here. Suarez gets the shot away, but it's gone to De Gea. Now, with just 20 minutes remaining, we talked about this with Jimmy. Obviously, when they went 1-0 down in the 105 minute, he only went all out attacking the 119th. Well, now is the time to go attacking. You're 1-0 down. You've only got 20 minutes left. You've got nothing to lose at this stage.
I think we've just seen the nothing to lose tackle coming out there. Absolute beast. As Messi tried to turn that. Luis stood tall. Look at the possession, almost bang on even. And now, FIFANTOM is the man that has the clock on his side. Ball into Messi. Plenty of space, really, for him to work with. But the space he's looking just to use for possession. There, we'll knock it away to Pogba. Tries to turn in, that's a goal kick, I think. Yep. 15 minutes left. Once again, we see that from SAMER. From the goal kick, off to the head for the safer throw.
Is that making
from the keeper?
Yeah, opening up a little bit for the passing, trying to draw FIFANTOM out. Don't think he's going to quite fall for it anymore. 15 minutes to go. Through ball. Kyle Walker cuts it out. Yeah, a foul, I think, just on the edge of the box. Now, will he go for it? I don't think he will. I don't think he'll take it on. I think he's going to try and cross this one down. No, takes it on. De Gea, solid save by him.
Well, that would be one way to equalise from there, directly from the free kick. Again, FIFANTOM drops it at the feet of De Gea. Deliver out to Marcelo.
Tricky play from Marcelo there. Had to stop the pass and drag it back to his central defender, Ramos. Long ball to Griezmann. Now back to Marcelo again. So confident on the ball, FIFANTOM here, as he plays it to Pogba. Now Griezmann, counter-attack. Pogba's broke through, but Griezmann can't get it through past Marcelo. Just 9 minutes of regulation time remain for SAMER to get himself a goal. And he hasn't had a great deal of shots throughout this matchup. Now is the time to go all out. Suarez through Ronaldo, makes a run, blocked out by Kante once again.
Yeah, 83 minutes gone. It's all or nothing at this point. Even if you get caught on the counter and end up losing 2-0, then, I mean, there's no real difference for you there, is there? And here is Suarez. FIFANTOM. Oh, he's got a good through ball here. Ronaldo actually takes it off. It's going to be Griezmann who scored, of course, that 1-0. What's he going to do from here? Oh, that's a fantastic turn. Couldn't quite get it through, though. That would have been spectacular. That would have been an insane way to win a final.
That would be a beautiful finish. Corner here as the clock keeps ticking. It's just going to bring it short and just frustrate SAMER. A 1-0 finish. Doesn't matter how you win it, as long as you win it. And that's what it may well be for FIFANTOM. Not been a great deal of shots between the PlayStation brackets. It's been fairly low in the goals when you compare it to Dasari with 23 goals scored, sitting waiting in the console finals. Marcelo, 1 minute remaining, to Suarez, to Griezmann, back across to Kante, into the box to Ronaldo, blocked in, 3 seconds remaining as the ball comes through. Ultra defensive for FIFANTOM, and look at Suarez just getting bustled off the ball. Not a chance to break away down the wing from Pogba.
No, he's going to need a small, actually a rather large, a giant miracle at this stage. And there it is. There is the final whistle. It's FIFANTOM who wins the PlayStation division here in Season 2 for the rest of the world, and a thoroughly deserved victory as well, I have to say. The fact that he plays so calm, so collected, always looking for that perfect chance on goal.
Yeah, and that's something that he may want to look at as he moves forward. Obviously, you know, once you're in this, it's all well and good when you're doing your qualifiers, or, well, I mean, I guess technically you could say during the regionals, but once you get to that big grand finals in Berlin, which he's now qualified for, FIFANTOM, from Japan there, you sometimes just have to take the shots on. You know, look at Dasari. Dasari, 2 of his goals in his final from outside the box, and sometimes you just got to take those chances.